You're listening to a radio show brought to you by UTAR FM.
Think it's boring? Think again. Welcome to Something You Don't Know.
Welcome, fam. Welcome back to UTAR FM.
Welcome back, everyone.
I'm Ludwig, and you?
What's my name again? My name is Joshua.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if everybody remembered me.
I think everybody does, because I did a poster on Instagram, right? We introduced every DJ. So once again, welcome back to UTAR FM. We are having our show IUKUK. If you know, you know, in this trimester. And today you have me, Ludwig, and Joshua.
Hi.
All right. So, Joshua, it's been a long time that we didn't see you, right?
Yeah, that's right. So just in case nobody knows, so in the previous semester, basically the January semester, I was a DJ too.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I disappeared. Poof. So Ludwig, do you know where I went to?
I was going to ask you the same question.
Okay, wow. Okay, looks like great minds think alike. So just in case nobody knows, I went for my internship. That's why I disappeared out of a sudden.
Then where did you went to internship?
Okay, drum roll. I went to internship in The Star.
Oh, The Star. But I thought you were a media and creative student. Why did you went to The Star?
Well, that's a good question too. So media and creative, basically, for those who don't know, is basically you not only study about media. Basically you study about media, but everything that is related to media, that includes like videography, script writing, including journalism, broadcasting, so on. Anything you can think of that is related to media, we all study it. And after studying the whole course of media and creative studies, I find out that I actually quite enjoy journalism.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why so?
Journalism, well, from my experience is that you get to meet a lot of people, you get to do this type of formal writing, and you get to interview people. At the same time, you can improve your language skills and improve your confidence. It's a very good way.
So you like things that are more content-oriented, things that have formality in it, is it?
Yeah, kind of, you can say in a way. That's more formal and everything. Instead of, those vloggers and everything, whoa, you won't believe about this new game. Whoa, you won't believe what I see in Paris and everything.
Yeah.
Instead, you might focus on more serious and formal topics.
Well, do we have a chance, to hear you spill some tea during your internship afterwards?
Yeah, maybe, sure. You can stay tuned and I may maybe leak out some information about myself.
All right. So if there's something juicy about Joshua internship, I think it's something private that we're going to know later, right? So stay tuned with us. We're going to have an amazing radio show and radio content prepared for you after this song. So remember to tune into UTAR FM and then follow our IG, UTAR FM, on Instagram. And we will see you after this song, brought to you by G Idol, the song Escape.
Look into the sky, what do you see? 저 멀리 별들 like your eyes, they're so pretty. 달빛 아래 어둠을 벗고 비춰진 내 모습 아름답게만 보여. Please my 지금처럼 울지 않았으면 슬퍼하지 않았으면 해. 그늘진 시간 매일 외로운 밤 늘 혼자 견디지 말고 just take my hand. 우는 것보다 웃음소리가 더 어울리는데 Baby I'll take you there. 어디든 날 데려갈게. I'm coming with you. 아무 생각 없이 달려가. Oh, run with you. I'll be right by your side. 또다시 넘어져도 괜찮아. 잠시 내려놔도 돼. Yeah. 원래 힘든 거래 모두가 마치 난연 아닌 것처럼 눈치를 보며 그냥 버틸까도 하다가 때려치워 나는 버거워. 이 순간 행복해질래. 시간이래 도저히 멈춰서 쉴래. 책임져야겠지 현실과 미래. 인생 몰라 이럴 때 너에게로 escape.
Think it's boring? Think again. Welcome to Something
Ludwig.
And I am Joshua. Welcome back,
Welcome
everybody.
back. So right now we're going to our first radio program, which is something you don't know. We're going to talk about something that you basically won't know about, and then we're going to bring out those content for you. So just now we mentioned about Joshua's internship life in the Star. Is it the content that we're going to bring out? No. So today we're going to talk about privacy in a post-privacy era. So I think the term privacy, the definition for privacy and the concept has really changed throughout the years, right? Yeah. Before that, we traditionally we think privacy is about the ability to keep something personal, to keep your personal information, your thoughts, or maybe something that is more has a physical space. You can keep something carefully within itself, and then no one, either or nothing, can surpass it and get through it. But it really changed throughout this year. What do you think about the concept of privacy nowadays?
Yeah, I think privacy about nowadays is actually very, very different, like what you mentioned just now. In this modern day, I mean, something that I really, really don't like, and I suppose that many people may agree with me, is that you need to create an account or need to key in your personal info for almost every single thing you do.
Yeah.
You need to order a menu, order a food and everything, or please key in your phone number.
Yeah.
Or you need to download this game and everything, or please give us your IC number, please give us the birthday and everything. You don't have privacy and everything at all. So privacy nowadays, I mean, of course, on social media, you can like private your account and everything, but it's still very hard to hide info from everyone nowadays.
Yeah, although I think though you have the autonomy to choose to hide your account, to private it, but with all that information that we have put in before signing up the account, and then all those traces that we've left behind, do we say we still have privacy? I think that's a question that we can debate and look on. So right now, what you mentioned before that, we think that maybe in entering your names, your personal information, your details, it's considered like giving out some part of the privacy, but back then we still think that we have a certain level of autonomy towards which kind of details that we're going to disclose to the public or to the company. But right now, can you imagine, even by analyzing the speed when I'm typing my keyboard, I'm still considering leaking out my privacy details, That's really, really bizarre. So today we're going to talk about privacy in a post-privacy era. So when it comes to privacy, something that you cannot miss out is about data, right? What kind of data that we have, and what types of data are being collected and how they are collected. So Joshua, can you take a guess? In generally, how many types of data do you think we have right now?
As far as I can list out, I mean, of course, we have our own personal data.
Yeah.
And I think I cannot guess anymore. I think I need to explain. Okay.
All right. Then personal data, can you give us some examples?
Personal data, probably my name, my age, my occupation, my address, and my birthday, and so on. All of these are my personal data.
Yeah, like
all
what Joshua mentioned just now, your name, your age, your gender, even though your living location, your living address, right? And somehow interest is also considered a personal data. Have you, when you're signing up from some account, for example, like Pinterest, those apps that are more oriented to creativity, or even Twitter back then, there's a page where you need to choose the top 3 interests that you like, right? Before you create your account. Do you have any memories that you can call back to?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really use Pinterest a lot, but I use Spotify. And I remember that when you first signed up for Spotify, they want you to say, okay, which artist do you like the most? And I have to say something like Westlife or so on.
Right. So we have personal data. Of course, we're going to have behavioral data also. So what's behavioral data? Is actually, information on browsing history, on the interaction that you've done through your content, like you maybe like something or you dislike something, like the latest feature on YouTube, you can dislike comments or dislike videos, or your search habits, your purchasing patterns, like TikTok, all right? And then we have like some kind of e-commerce platform. Also, we have Taobao, Shopee, Lazada. And of course, we have biometric and location data where, you can be you're using apps like Apple Health, right? And then we have what kind of app? We also have, those kind of app. For example, my smartwatch. And then we also have those kind of apps that ask permission to access your health metrics. For example, if you're using Apple iPhone, of course you have facial recognition, right? And then you have Google, Waze, and all those kind of apps that are asking your biometrical data. Any idea, do you know how data is collected nowadays?
Yeah, that's the thing. There's actually many ways data can be collected. Like what you mentioned just now, biometric includes your fingerprints and so on. And I'm not sure anybody has this feature, but this is what I noticed. When I log into Microsoft Teams, they said, oh, please scan your fingerprint and so on. And these are actually some of the many ways how they can collect some of our data and everything. Some of them might use it, oh, misuse your face recognition. I think Touch and Go e-wallet, they use this to make sure you don't sign in from other accounts and everything. But other than that, there's also many other tracking tools, like how they collect your data. Like go into this website, let's say I like Formula 1. I search and everything, then boom, a website come out and says that I need to have to accept cookies and so on. And all of these are how they collect your data. And there's so many other ways and everything. And there really isn't much privacy anymore in your life.
It's totally integrated to your daily life, is it?
Yes, that's right.
Whenever I turn on some apps, it always asks me, can I have this permission to access your contact, your camera, your microphone, all sorts of things like that. Data collection is everywhere, anytime, happening all at once.
That's right. That's scary.
But of course, we understand that the collection of data, it has a purpose. Like the most obvious one is, of course, is going to be targeted advertising, right? The data used is for advertising, and somehow it also can be advertising in terms that it can be used to be monetized and data share, right? And then, is there any other purpose that they've known of when it comes to data collection?
Yeah, of course. There's also many other ways. It's like for personalization. Like for example, like what I mentioned to you, Spotify does now. So it means it helps you to create your playlist and everything. And then maybe let's say I like some other 80s artists, Phil Collins, Tina Turner, and so on. And then they build up a playlist for you, and it's more suited for you rather than some maybe like K-pop music that you never have heard of. So that is something very, very much different. And I think that's something that is very interesting. And I think it has still its own use. But anyways, we can end this part right here and everything. So before we go into the next part, which is we're going to talk about the security privacy era, we want to talk about, we're going to play this song for everybody. It's Katy Perry, Chained to the Rhythm, playing now on UTAR FM.
Stay tuned with us. Bye.
Are we crazy? Living our lives through a lens, trapped in our white picket fence like ornaments. So comfortable we're living in a bubble. So comfortable we cannot see the trouble. Are you lonely? Up there in utopia, where nothing will ever be enough, happily numb. So comfortable we're living in a bubble. So comfortable we cannot see the trouble. So put your rose-colored glasses on and party on. Turn it up, it's your favorite song. Dance to the distortion. Turn it up, keep it on repeat. Stumbling around like a wasted zombie. Yeah, we think we're free. Drink, this one's on me. We're all chained to the rhythm. Turn it up, it's your favorite song. Dance to the distortion. Turn it up, keep it on repeat. Stumbling around
my desire. Break down the walls to connect, inspire. Up in your high place, liars. Time is ticking for the empire. The truth they feed is feeble, as so many times before. The greed of other people. They stumble and they fumble and then we about to rock up the lions.
Turn it up, it's a favorite song. Dance, dance, dance to the distortion. Turn it up, repeat. Stumbling around like a wasted song. We think we're free. Drink this one song, we're all chained to the rhythm. Chained to the rhythm. On and on. It goes on and on. It goes on and on and on. It goes on and on and on and on. It goes. 'Cause we're all chained to the rhythm.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. I am Joshua and
I'm Ludwig. Welcome back, guys.
welcome
Hi.
back. So, as mentioned just now, I would like to talk and elaborate more on this security risk in this post-privacy era. Now, very
Yes.
obviously, now that our personal data and everywhere is all online and everything, of course, bad guys, bad people that would use it for very malicious reasons. So I want to elaborate on one point here is about the data breaches. And there are quite a few data breaches in Malaysia in the past few years. And you should know that Malaysia has one of the most in this world. I think it's 6th ranking in this world of the most data breaches worldwide. So it's actually very crazy and shows that how poorly maintained some of the websites are.
Oh, that's quite insane, you know.
Yeah.
Rank 6 in the world, is it? Am I
Yeah,
correct?
ranked 6 in this world. I think it's based in 2023 or 2022. So it's
Oh.
actually quite scary that our data is all leaked out and everything.
Then what happened? What kind of incident happened that made us rank 6 in the world?
Yeah, actually, so there's a few examples that I can find previously. So I think in January 2023, there was an alleged data breach by Maybank and also Astro and the Election Commission. And do you know how many people were affected? 13 million citizens are affected.
30 million.
Yeah, that's almost, I don't actually know, not almost, it's more than a third of the current Malaysian population.
Oh my gosh.
It's 2023 January it happened, and even earlier this year by Telekom Malaysia in January again. Earlier this year, there's another data breach that happened yet again. So it's very, very tragic.
It's kind of insane, you know. Like it's already 2023, right? 2023, and then still people, although we are living in environment in a society that is already, I can say that media or digital literacy is quite widespread. Correct me if I'm wrong, or is there any statistical data that you can provide to me? We're still learning, right? But it's kind of a bizarre too to see how many incidents and how many people are still affected by this kind of incident or this kind of malicious things that are going around them.
Yeah.
I think digital literacy is a need for people nowadays. Well, besides data breaches, I think there are also other cyber attacks, you know, and hacking going on. One of the most, I think, well-known attack is called phishing. Now, phishing is actually kind of attack that those kind of individuals, those malicious individuals, they try to hide themselves and then pretend to be a legitimate entity, and then they through that kind of build-up identity, they try to steal sensitive information from you. You know, one of the incident that I may know is there's one individual that send out links that saying there's something wrong with their Maybank account. But then when citizens look through the link, they say, oh, it's actually Maybank.com. Oh, then never mind, then they go through. But actually your Maybank, right, the A is not exactly the A of Maybank. It's actually another form of A. So people like get confused. You know, besides phishing attacks, we have ransomware as well. You know, individuals, they kind of block some of the facilities or services provided to you, and then they demand a certain amount of money for so that they unblock the services again, and they bring up, you know, kind of in Chinese we call 勒索, but then it's very malicious behavior. One of the cases that I can find is, you know, during in the year of 2021, in US, there's one incident called Colonial Pipeline attack, where the Colonial Pipeline, what happened is, in the US East Coast, the hackers deploy and ransomware on the pipeline, and then it shut down the company's pipeline infrastructure, which supplies nearly half of the East Coast fuel. And then the attackers demanded a ransom of $4.4 million US, which the Colonial Pipeline actually paid in order to restore the infrastructure, to restore the services. I think it's bizarre. People use you can have many places to use your talents, but then instead you use it on things that are bad, things that are evil, things that are affecting people's life. Don't you find that really I don't know how to say, it's kind of weird for me,
It's not only weird, it's not only bizarre, it's more of evil. Like, you can use this type of the hardship that people is going through, and you want to misuse them and everything.
Yeah.
And it's very evil of you. There's really no humanity in you if you want to do this to other people.
Yeah,
Imagine the
yeah.
millions of people affected by the pipelines. And there's only more than that, about more than these major effects. On a personal level and everything, your data being leaked online and everything is not a good sign anyways. It makes you easier to force, because since they have your full name, they have your phone number, they can call you, hey, Mr. Joshua Yap, you are under arrest and everything, please pay me money and everything, otherwise I'll send police to your home. And everything, that is not a good sign for anybody at all.
Yeah.
And that's something you must take care of and everything. So, of course, thank God, there's good news for everybody. There are many ways that you can protect your personal data online. So, Ludwig, do you know any ways that you can recommend to anybody?
Well, for me, if you want to protect your personal data online, one of the most easiest way, but people won't, unable to do it, is using a strong and unique password. There are, I think on a website, I found out there are a list of the most easiest the most used password that is the most easiest to be hacked. One of it is ABC123.
Yeah, or even
Come on,
password.
guys. You want to use a password, and then you use a password that is really that easy to break through. It's not others people's fault. We must really come up with a strong and unique password. I think most of the tech companies right now are really enforcing this kind of rules. For example, Google and Apple, right? They are actually recommending those really hard to remember password, but then they remember it for you. They just encourage you to use it, right?
Yeah.
So there are ways to counter is using a two-factor authentication. This actually become quite efficient and useful in terms of bank transaction, where the banks ask you to double confirm that you approve this transaction to be transferred to whoever you want to transfer to. So I think two-factor authentication is one good thing about incognito mode. Did I say that correct? Incognito?
Yeah, incognito. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
But heads up, guys, to all our listeners out there, incognito is safe because it protects your privacy and leaves nothing behind. Don't use it for, how do we put this in a polite way?
I use it for some stupid questions sometime. Do turtles sleep at night? Yeah, then I delete it. Okay.
And no sensitive. Don't use it for any other sensitive purposes. Okay. This kind of method is created to protect everyone, and then one of it is called to help you to keep a digital hygiene practices. Yeah, just like what Joshua says, if you don't use incognito mode, then try to regularly delete all your cookies and clear your browser history. For example, when you are entering the browser to access your bank account, delete the history. And then, always...
Hey! Hey! Thanks for tuning in to UTAR FM. We'll be back shortly.
Wah, panas gila. The sun. So hot. Can fry eggs on the road. Thirsty like never before. Time for 100 plus. So refreshing. 100 plus, your ultimate thirst choice. Keeps you cool and hydrated, even on the hottest day. 100 plus. Feel the plus. Hello Malaysia. Just a friendly reminder to stay hydrated. Drinking enough water keeps us healthy and energized, especially in our hot weather. Try to drink enough water throughout the day. Make it a habit to carry a water bottle with you. Let's take care of ourselves and each other by staying hydrated. Minum air, hidup sehat.
Hey there! We're now back into more exciting contents from UTAR FM.
Alright, welcome back to UTAR FM, and we're going to do a wrap up for our program, Something You Don't Know. So just now we already talked about privacy in a post-privacy era. We talked about how the concept of privacy has been changing from something that is physical and then to something that is quite more, we say, abstract, that we didn't think of, but that is still considered a leakage of privacy. For example, the permission, sorry, the people, forgive my mouth, oh my gosh, what happened to me?
Permissions.
The permission, right, the permission that you have given out to all sorts of kind of apps. And we talk about there are different types of data that are being collected, personal data, behavioral data, and biometric and location data. So can you help us recall again how data is collected?
So data is collected in many ways. For example, they can track you by your fingerprints, the information that key online, the birthday, and so on. There's so many other ways and everything. And what are the purposes of data collection, Ludwig?
Well, first one is, of course, targeted advertising. Advertising is the most common reason for data collection. And then we also have monetization, and data sharing as well. Any other purpose that I miss out?
Yeah, there are so many, for example, like for user experience and everything, so that you can have better playlists, better algorithms, and so on. So there's still benefits into it. But unfortunately, there are also basically many security risks that you're susceptible to. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but okay. So of course, there are many other data breaches and everything. For example, what I mentioned just now, in 2023, 2024, 13 over million people affected and so on. And then there are also many other long-term effects.
Yeah, we have cyber attacks and hacking, happening around the world right now, especially phishing attack where people pretend to be a legitimate entity and then they trick you to give out your personal information. We also have ransomware. People ask you purposely damage your infrastructure and then demand the money to restore all the function again. And then we also have long-term risks of data exposure, right?
Yeah, really, really evil behavior. All of this cause your privacy to be eroded, and it causes behavior profiling and everything. So they can manipulate your behavior, they can target you with other malicious advertising and change your behavioral activities and so on. So there are many ways how to protect yourself.
Yeah, on top of that, we need to protect ourselves by using strong and unique password. No more ABC 1, 2, 3. Please use a strong and unique password. Of course, we have two-factor authentication, which is a really, really useful way.
Yep, and don't forget to limit the permissions on apps and also use incognito mode, use VPN, privacy browsing and everything. These are many other ways to protect yourself.
And then practice digital hygiene practices when you're browsing.
Alright, and also be selective with information sharing. You don't have to review everything online. And of course, protect your parents, protect your elderly from all these types of malicious attacks and everything. So I wonder what is coming up next.
Well, I think you're gonna find out after we play this song. This song is called Convenience Store Woman, brought to you by Moon Band.
長，夢已涼，進入到另一幻想。你不懂，我不懂，千百樣變化其中，清醒過以後，怎去自發回想？消散遺響。就算終點的邂逅錯過，再遇見，火花一剎那化作成永遠，追憶的思緒竟然脫了線。
Hey there! We're now back into more exciting contents from UTAR FM.
Welcome back, guys, to UTAR FM. It's your DJ here, Ludwig.
And I am Joshua.
Yeah, and now we're moving on to our second radio program, Something You Must Know. Right, something you must know, something that you really must know today. Why am I repeating 3 times? Okay, things that you must know today is actually, there's a new opening cafe at Sungai Long KA, UTAR Sungai Long KA block. Did you know that, Joshua?
I never set foot in KA block ever since I returned. I mean, I really, I never, no, what's this cafe again?
This cafe, okay, is actually called Mawang Cafe. And then one of the unique thing about it, this cafe is it actually sells Korean instant noodles with side dishes. It's basically something like a CU market. It's actually a little convenience store like that.
Ooh, so you've been there before?
I've been there before. I specifically went there to take a little tour so that we can speak about this today.
Okay, thank you very much for your sacrifice, Ludwig.
All right,
really appreciate it.
Something you must know about in today's show, we're going to talk about convenience store culture in Malaysia or else in worldwide also can.
Yeah,
right? Sure. So, in the shop that I talked about just now, Mawang Cafe, is actually located in Sungai Long, UTAR Sungai Long KL block, and it sells things like Korean instant noodle, side dishes. I saw kimchi there, and then I saw like carbonated drinks. You know how CU sells their things. They have ice put in the cup, and then they sell drinks that are separated, like coffee, like juice, and then I also saw they have like a pre-packet oden. in there in the freezer, and then they'll just cook it and then put soup in it, and then they'll serve it lah. How do you think about this Mawang Cafe?
That's actually really brings the convenience in the convenience store outside and everything. Although for me, I don't really get this type of culture. I think it's a bit overrated. How's the price? I mean, is it expensive?
To me, I think quite expensive.
Yeah, see,
it's like a middle up range at the prices, because I see there's for example, I see an instant noodle. It's actually it's selling at egg 20 like that. Egg 20 for a noodle.
820 for instant noodles.
Yes.
That's expensive. I can spend like 5 ringgit on like Speedmart and everything, and then I can just get a whole packet of it.
Yeah.
So it's not
sure. Although we still see different kind of convenience stores still popping around. We don't say Sungai Long. You can still see in Cheras, KL, and all sorts of area. They are still having a lot of convenience store coming around. So talking about convenience store, can you share with us? Do you know when convenience store first came to Malaysia?
Okay, now it's time for a bit of history of convenience store in Malaysia. So convenience store first came to Malaysia in roughly around the early 1980s, and with the first one open is 7-Eleven, Ding Dong, and everything. That's the one. So since then, they've become more of our culture and everything. They've become everywhere in our streets. They've been catering for everybody. Doesn't matter if you're an office worker, you're a student, you're a tourist. They have everything that you want and everything. So there are many factors that really contribute to its growth and everything. What do you think, Ludwig?
Well, for me, I think one factor that contributes to the growing of convenience store in Malaysia is that people are actually looking for food that are prepared and cooked. So they're just going to grab and go. That's time saving, I think. That's one of the factors.
Yeah, it's a bit like a fast food and everything. There are many others of these. Like 7-Eleven is the first one, we know that. Then there comes Family Mart, My News, See You, yada yada. All of this just growing after like mushrooms after the rain.
Yeah,
that's from a Malay idiom.
How do you put this? You see, there are many kinds of convenience store popping out, but there are still difference between them. Like 7-Eleven. What do you think 7-Eleven is unique at?
7-Eleven. I think they provide more variety and stuff in a certain way. But okay, I'm not a convenience store expert. What do you think? I never go to convenience store.
I think we can put 7-Eleven aside a bit first. For me, I think Family Mart, they are disposable underwear.
Oh, wait, you can?
Yeah, definitely buy is like disposable clothes. Disposable underwear.
Yeah, I mean, it's much more convenient, especially if you're traveling abroad. You don't need to like pack up like 10 or 20 underwears if you're going for a one-month vacation.
Yes.
You just like buy it from the convenience store, wear it, and throw it away. There's no shame in admitting that. It's actually a very, very good way. And apart from that, the convenience store also brings many, like what you mentioned just now. Family Mart is for Japanese and CU is for Korean. So it kind of integrates this type of culture into our Malaysian culture in a certain way.
Yeah. And talking about culture influences, we always see how, this kind of convenience store come into Malaysia, they have been through some kind of localization, right? And then I saw
nasi lemak on it. Have you tried it?
I didn't, because
sounds very, very weird.
It's interesting though, but that's all for you. Something you must know today, and then we will stay tuned with us, and we'll see you in our next segment.
Keeping up with the trends. It's something you must know. Hey, thanks for tuning in to UTAR FM. We'll be back shortly.
One night passed by, moonlight stars in your eyes. They were shining like none of them could be mine. 抹去尘埃，只因你还会在。愿望藏进心袋，笨拙的小孩。当你融是茶，一场银河。Wherever you go, trippy on my soul.
to more exciting contents from UTAR.
If you know, you know.
Share it, feel it, live it. This is something if you know.
If you know, you know.
Welcome back, guys, to UTAR FM. And we're having our last radio program right now. Is something if you know. We're going to have some chill talks.
Yeah, that's the last segment today. Something if you know. So what are you going to know about today?
Well, we posted a question on Instagram, right? We are asking about quality friends.
For me or for you?
What about you?
For me, it's a good question. I mean, each has their own pros and cons and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I like to have quality, quality over quantity.
But then you say that with hesitation right now.
Yeah, because it's very hard to decide. Each has their own pros and cons, like I mentioned. Like in terms of quality and everything, they can always be with you there to provide for you. But if you choose quantity and everything, you can have a bigger connection, and all of this they can have benefits in the long term. What about you, Ludwig? What do you think?
Well, for me, I think I'll go for quality as well, because I'm not that kind of person that really likes to stay in the crowd. So I prefer more individual time. And then for me, I think a few people to interact with them is already okay. It will like waste up all of my social energy if I'm always staying in a big crowd. But despite all of our opinions, we have our audience interact with our stories and then commented and reply to us. How do they think about having quality or quantity friends? Okay, we have
all the time, and I cannot stand it at all.
Closer to the mic, and then people will you know what's kind of drama.
Hello, can you hear me, everybody? All right, sorry guys. So like the dramas and everything, I will not disclose. Okay, this is privacy. Yeah, that's right.
Privacy.
Or else you'll be going against like what we discussed just now. But I can kind of agree with this person, one of the repliers, that she said that few close friends sometimes it's better. Too much drama, more headache, more blood pressure. Really cannot.
We can't even handle assignment already. How are we going to handle this kind of drama, right?
Yeah.
We have one of our audience also reply. She prefer few close friends because quality over quantity for me with a love shade. I think she likes having close relationship
with her friends.
Yeah,
with
I
love?
think because there's a love on it.
But I mean it's fair enough. If you love it, then go for it, I think.
Yeah. We have one of our audience also. He said, am I disclosing their gender right now?
I mean it's okay.
By
the way.
And then when they'll think like, 1 ringgit, okay, I give you lah. And then what they don't know is you're actually accumulating a lot of money right there.
That is passive income. It's like an investment scheme. Not investment scheme.
And I just thought, if you're like having a business, you ask each of your 100 friends to go and purchase something, and then you have 100 customers already.
Yeah. It's unethical, but it's it's good business.
It's smart.
It's smart.
It's profitable.
Yeah, but ethics aside, we can just throw it out of the window, right? Right, what's next, Ludwig?
All right, we have one of our audience say, our audience prefer few close friends you do because you never know who to trust in big friends. That's maybe I'm sensing some kind of
drama and betrayal.
Yeah.
That's actually quite. I don't know. It is pure speculation. But then, I mean it's true. Sometimes friends, they can be smiling in front of you, but just stab you behind the back. The pain of betrayal, man.
Right. But although we're having, how do you define, trust in terms of friendship?
I mean, for me, trust is that if I can share some of my private info with you, and then you can just keep it, and then you don't share it out and everything, you don't betray me. Or you can, for example, I know a secret against you. Then I tell everybody, since I don't defend you anymore, do you guys know Ludwig is this, and that, and everything? It is, misusing it. And I think if I need to trust you, I need to trust you with everything I have.
Yeah, I see. That's kind of, that's a really good point made right there. Because for me, right, I've always think that I have a friend that I really trusted or not. Because sometimes people will say that, I'm too official in a way of making friends and speaking when I talk to them. So that's somehow made me kind of hard to have friends that are really trusted or they trust me. But it's okay, if you know that's your friend, then you will know that's your friend to be trusted, right?
That's very, very right. But anyways, everybody, time flies very, very fast. So this is more or less it for our segment for today.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say more, Ludwig?
I think no. We will see you next week on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Stay tuned with us for our next episode of If You Know, You Know. And this is Ludwig.
And I am Joshua. Thank you very much, everybody. And enjoy. Have a good night. Have a good rest. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Share it, feel it, live it. This is something if you know.
You just listened to a radio show brought to you by UTAR FM.